Local venues like the Dunkin' Donuts Center and the Ryan Center are usually packed with people, but that, of course, all changed with the pandemic. Now, as 12 News anchor Patrick Little explains, the general managers are making plans for when fans are allowed back in for events.
So it has been 7 months since any fan has set foot in either the Ryan Center at URI or the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence. College basketball schedules starting to be released within the last week or so, but probably going to be a while before we see scenes like this again. And without fans, will it even make sense to play games in Providence or Kingston?
When you look at the operations of these facilities, a few thousand people for hockey and basketball just doesn't work. It doesn't work for us financially.
Larry Lepore is the general manager of the Dunkin' Donuts Center and the Convention Center.
And unless there's some type of subsidy from someone, I just don't see it happening with reduced capacities.
At URI, Leah Becky manages both the Ryan Center and the Boss Ice Arena.
One wonderful thing is that we were able to open up the Boss Ice Arena October 1st to private rental groups of only 25 at a time in the building. So that's a great thing that we are able to implement. We have some basketball events coming up. Hopefully they're still working out the schedule. However, through December, it's going to be no fans. We are continuing to work with the URI COVID task force team to see if we can get fans in January and February for the conference season. However, we don't know.
When these buildings do reopen again, fans should take comfort in the fact both places are up to date with top-of-the-line air filtration systems.
In our air filtration system, we've enhanced it as much as we possibly can, but we can bring in outside air, just like Larry said. And these buildings, again, are built for large crowds.
I learned a lot. The physicians are looking for vertical lift. So, if there's a spread, it doesn't go horizontally. The air allows it to flow vertically.
The Providence Bruins obviously play 40 to 50 games there every year at the Dunkin' Donuts Center. Have you heard any update on what might happen with the P. Bruins?
Minor league hockey is so dependent on a percentage of concessions and their group sales for it to make it work. I don't see how they could do it without fans, but who knows? Boston may underwrite the whole thing. It's just a matter of time.
So the P. Bruins season not scheduled to start until early February. As for basketball, specifically at the Dunkin' Donuts Center, the Dunk has reached out to the Big East Conference saying that they would be willing to host the Big East Conference tournament in March in this bubble-type atmosphere, much like the NHL and NBA did this year, in case the Big East Conference isn't comfortable with holding that tournament in March in New York City. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm Patrick Little, 12 News.